Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Very excited to see you all here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Very, very excited to see everyone here. All right, good morning. We are here live and we are talking about our gut health. Please put it in the chat if you can see me, if you're excited. My name is Dr. Yu. This is our live stream, and today we are talking about gut health, which is the foundation of your overall well-being. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning from McKinney, Texas. Hello, and welcome to today's webinar on gut health, which is the foundation of your overall well-being. I'm incredibly excited to have you all here today with me because today we are going to dive into a topic that is incredibly, incredibly important to every single aspect of your life and of our health. It impacts our energy, it impacts our mood, our immune system, our digestion, and yes, even our skin. So I'm super, super excited to have you all. Please let me know if you can hear me, you can see me. Put it in the chat. I am excited. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please put it in the chat and let me know where you are calling in from. Super, super, super excited to have you all here. Thank you all for being a part of this conversation. I am always excited to hang out with you all to chat about our health. And today we will be talking about a topic that is extremely important to our well being, and that is our gut health. A lot of people do not know that their gut is responsible for um, responsible for energy, immune system, your mood, your digestion, and even your skin. A whole lot of us health starts in the gut. Now, before we jump in, let's warm up a little bit. Today is a beautiful, bright day here in Texas. Let me know where you are joining us from. Put it in the chat. And then let me know also on a scale of 1 to 10 how you would rate your gut health right now. Now, 1 being that my gut is absolutely a mess. And then, of course, 10 being my gut is excellent, is thriving. Let's see those numbers. And then, of course, at the end of the session, we will have a form for you. We have a free ebook for this webinar, and that ebook is going to help you no matter where you are on your journey for your gut health. So put it in the chat wherever you are calling from, wherever you are joining us from. Super excited. Again, my name is Dr. Yu. I'm always here to support your health and sort of give exciting updates and tips about how to make sure that we are staying healthy in a holistic way. All right. Now, let us jump right in. Let's go. The first thing we're going to talk about is why gut health matters. And this is really important because we're going to be talking about the gut brain body connection. So let's just start with the basics, right? So, first of all, did you know that your gut is often called your second brain? And that is because the gut isn't just responsible for digesting our food. The gut also communicates directly with our nervous system. It communicates with our immune system and even with directly connected to our brain. I don't know if you know this, but 70 to 80% of our immune system is housed in our gut. And that's what makes it critical for fighting um, ill health and making sure that we stay healthy. The second thing is that over 90% of serotonin, which is the feel good hormone, is actually produced in your gut. This impacts your mood and impacts your mental health. And so you will find that sometimes when people are irritable, just taking care of their gut, it is starting from their gut, just being irritable, and that can actually manifest in your mood. All right. So when your gut is not in good shape, you will experience, or you may experience the following things. Of course, you will experience digestive issues. This could include bloating, constipation, acid reflux, IBS, all sorts of issues that start with your gut in terms of your digestive issues. And then, of course, you will experience brain fog or mood swings. You may experience these things, and they actually are originating from your gut. Thirdly, you could experience weakened immunity and even sometimes chronic inflammation, and it will start showing up in your immune system, but it is actually rooted in the gut. Fourthly, you could start experiencing breakouts in your skin, extreme fatigue, and food sensitivities, allergies. All these things can be tied to your gut health. So, what is causing gut health issues in the first place? Let's go ahead and break it down. What are the enemies of our gut health? And how can we start being aware of these enemies and making sure that we are guarding against them? The first thing I want you to know is that your gut doesn't just get damaged overnight. It is often the result of daily habits that we may not even be aware that they are harmful to us. And I want to unpack five of those big gut disruptors. So let's talk about the top five biggest gut disruptors that we should be aware of. Number one, processed foods and sugar. I know you have heard this again and again, and we keep repeating it. But processed foods and sugars, they are an enemy to your gut. Highly refined foods, they feed the bad bacteria, which we all have in our gut. They lead to bloating because, of course, the bacteria is has its own waste material, and as the bacteria is growing, they are releasing gas. That is leading to all the bloating that you're seeing. It does lead to chronic weight gain that you cannot explain. And then, of course, all the bad bacteria, they are really releasing toxins in your system that begin to build up in terms of inflammation. And inflammation is the beginning of all disease. So, again, processed foods and sugar, that little slab of pizza, that candy that you're taking, all that sugar that you're loading into your coffee, into your juice, into stuff, they are not good for you. And remember, again, these things build up over time, but they are feeding the bad bacteria. And I tell you, bad bacteria is not good because it is leaving bad stuff in your system. The second biggest gut disruptor is actually chronic stress. Now, stress is a part of life. It is inevitable. Stress will come and it will go. Chronic stress is stress over a long period of time that raises your cortisol level. The cortisol level is our stress hormone, and that hormone wreaks havoc on our body if it is not controlled and it is not limited in the number of time, in the length of time, right? So watch out for stress. Stress can come in various forms. It can be relational stress, it can be mental stress, it can be work stress, whatever it is that is causing you stress. I can tell you that it is not doing good for your digestion and for your gut, and it is actually damaging the gut lining. So, this stress hormone cortisol actually is extremely acidic and it is damaging to your gut lining. Number three, antibiotics and medication. While in some cases antibiotics are necessary, but you should be aware that they do wipe out all the good bacteria along with the bad bacteria in your gut, leaving your gut exposed. This is not a good thing. We do need the bacteria in our gut because they help with keeping us healthy and digesting our food. Now, be aware that when you go on if you have to take antibiotics, that you want to replenish your gut with the good bacteria, and we will talk about this in a bit. And so please watch out for when you're taking antibiotics and some medications that actually do clean out all the bacteria in your system, because it does have an impact on your gut health. Number four, if you are lacking fiber and you are not feeding yourself on probiotics, we will talk a little bit more about probiotics, but a lack of fiber, low fiber diet, and a lack of probiotics, that diet starves the good bacteria that we have in our gut, and it does not leads us to an unbalanced microbiome. So you want to make sure that your food is rich in fiber, a lot of vegetables and fiber rich foods to ensure that your gut is healthy. Five is toxins and artificial additives. This is found in all the processed food: toxins, preservatives, artificial additives. Again, coming back to processed foods, you don't want to be putting this into your system. Additionally, we have a lot of environmental pollutants, personal care products that don't have clean ingredients, toxins, all kinds of preservatives. So be aware of what you're putting in your skin, because it does get into your body. Be aware of what you're putting in your environment, whether it's products that you use for cleaning. Just be aware and make sure that you are putting food that is not processed, and that you're looking out for environmental pollutants, and even in your personal care product. Did this surprise anyone? If this surprised you, please put it in the chat. Put a wow in the chat if you're guilty of any of these gut disruptors. But there is hope. So, having talked about the gut disruptors and some of the challenges, now let's talk a little bit about the solutions. Let's talk about healing and strengthening our gut. Now, how do we actually go about resetting our gut and promoting healthy digestion? Number one, we talked about this before: eat more prebiotics and probiotic food. All right, let's talk about this. What are prebiotic foods? Prebiotic foods are actually those foods that actually feed the good bacteria that already are in your system. Like I mentioned, we have good bacteria already in our system, and we have foods like bananas, garlics, onions, flaxseed, um, ginger. We have a lot of food that actually does feed the fantastic bacteria in our gut. And so you want to make sure that you're feeding that, because as the good bacteria is growing, it is helping to reduce all that bloating, all that sort of um, tummy pouch that you can get rid of. Make sure that you're feeding yourself on a lot of prebiotics. Now, probiotics, on the other hand, are, are those foods that help you to add good bacteria to your gut. So sometimes, again, like I said, if you have gone through a diet that has sort of wiped out antibiotics, or a diet that has wiped out all the good bacteria in your system, you want to replenish that good bacteria first. Those are the probiotics. Foods like kimchi, sukrat, yogurt, and my favorite one is kefir. I do love kefir. Of course, a good yogurt, low sugar yogurt, Greek yogurt, those are all fantastic foods that will help you to replenish the good bacteria in your gut. Now, thirdly, you want to hydrate. Hydrate and manage stress. Of course, we've talked about stress. Make sure you're managing stress. How do you manage stress? Meditate, remove the sources of stress from your environment, start breathing exercises. All those things lower cortisol level, and they help to actually repair your gut. So you really want to be mindful of managing stress. Sleep well. These are all tools to help manage stress and make sure that you are living a stress-free life and reducing that amount of cortisol that is being released into your system, into your gut, into your nervous system. Secondly, water. Load up on water. Our bodies are made up of 80+% of water. Aim to drink at least 8 glasses, 8 ounce glasses of water a day. Drink more in short bursts rather than trying to get it all in. Water helps us to regulate our digestion and it helps to flush out those toxins. So please load up on water. Now, what about four? Four is move your body. Get out, regular movement, walk after a meal, sit up from your seat if you're having to sit down to walk for a long time, walk after a meal. Those things improve digestion and reduce bloating. Now, there is one of my favorite fruits that is fantastic for digestion, and that is the papaya. Papaya is an amazing fruit for taking after your meals. It really contains enzymes, papain and chemopapain, that help to break down meals, especially proteins, and break down food. Papaya is amazing. It can break down 200 times its weight in protein. So it is one of those fruits that you want to add to your regular supplementation. Now you can have it, of course, in a supplement. If you can get it in a supplement, fantastic. Papaya leaf, papaya fruit, get papaya into your system. It is for fantastic for digestion, especially after a meal. And so that's when we talk about supporting your gut with herbs and supplements. Of course, we already talked about papaya leaf, that being the primary supplement I recommend. Additionally, there are some herbs and supplements that do fantastic for your gut. I suggest regularly, once or twice a month, you get on a gut healing regimen with these herbs and supplements. We talked about papaya leaf. That should be a staple in your supplement cabinet to make sure that your gut is healthy. Another one is peppermint. Peppermint tea is fantastic for bloating. Aloe vera is another beautiful one for healing the gut lining. Ginger, of course, is fantastic for bloating and gas and just settling down your gut. Licorice is another one that a lot of people don't know about. But you can also get supplements that are gut health supplements blended together of a lot of these beautiful herbs that you just treat your gut regularly. You should treat your gut as a friend, right? If you're feeling bloated, if you're feeling anxious, if you're moody, look at what you're putting into your gut. Try to heal your gut because that would really help. Another great supplement for repairing the intestinal walls is L-glutamine. That is a great antioxidant. It helps to repair your intestinal walls. If you're stressed, um, it's just an amazing antioxidant. So just remember that your gut is kind of like a garden. Um, when you feed it the right nutrients, it will work really well for you. You would remove all the toxins and you will create a balanced, beautiful gut environment that flourishes. And as your gut flourish, so do you, so does your health. So take good care of your gut. Now, let's talk a little bit about where to start. A lot of people have questions. So, Dr. Yu, where do I start? What are the quick gut fixes I can do for everyday life? I am so glad you asked. So let's start with a few simple sort of daily habits that can help improve your gut health. Number one, start your day with a good gut supplement. I highly recommend papaya leaf as a beautiful gut balance supplement, but also make sure to incorporate items with fiber. So some of the easy ones would be chia seeds in a pudding, or in your yogurt. Oats are great for fiber, and of course, a green smoothie. Anything that has greens would be great for your gut. So start your day with a great gut supplement and fantastic fiber. Second, load up on gut balancing teas. Ginger tea is a favorite, peppermint tea is a favorite, lemon water also in the morning. All those things help you with digestion and help to alkalize your body and get you ready, get your gut ready to go. Um, Incorporate high quality probiotics that help to balance your gut. So probiotics, prebiotics, incorporate those foods. Again, we talked about sukrat, we talked about yogurt, we talked um, we talked about kimchi. Those are all foods that you can incorporate regularly into your diet. I like to sprinkle sukrat on my salads now and again, and of course, yogurt should be a staple for anyone. So those are some of my quick suggestions to make sure that you are keeping your gut balanced and it is working miracles for you. You will notice this. So I wonder what you're going to try first. Please drop it in the chat. At this point, I do want to mention that we have a free ebook. We have a free ebook giveaway for everyone, and it is in the chat. The link is in the chat. So please make sure to click that link and get the free ebook. That free ebook is phenomenal because, like I said, it is our gift to you. You just want to be able to refer to the free ebook. It gives you a bit more insight and depth into more of the herbs, more of the supplements, and sort of the regimen that you can take to make sure that your gut is balanced. So that free ebook link is in the chat. I think we will drop that ebook again, the link to that ebook again. It is in the chat. So make sure that um, you take advantage of it. It is on the screen as well. Click on that link and get yourself your free ebook. Exciting. That's my gift to you today on this beautiful Friday. Now, let us close. I would love to close with questions. We've covered a lot already today, but now I want to open the floor for questions. So please drop your questions in the chat and let's discuss. What kind of questions do you have about your gut? So, any questions? Let me look in the chat. I am looking for your questions. What questions do you have? Okay. Why is gut health important? So we already talked about this. Gut health is really important because it can lead to digestive issues. It can lead to a weakened immunity, and even it can lead to mental and mood issues. So please take care of your gut. It is the central place. Um, Everything that we put in our body goes through our mouth, of course, through the digestive system. It lands in our gut. And from the gut, it just goes into all the various parts of our bodies, including our brain, where that nutrient is needed. And so, please, we want to make sure that we are taking care of our gut. Our gut is also the home of trillions of bacteria and other microorganisms. They live in your gut. If your gut is unbalanced and the bad bacteria is superseding the good bacteria, you will not be in a happy place. It's like having millions and millions of rogue bacteria walking around in your system, polluting your system, excreting into your system, and you are not taking care of that. Your gut is the home of your health. So please take care of that. All right. So, all right, here is another question. What are some of the signs of an unhealthy gut? Okay, some of those things I can say. Energy levels. If your energy levels are dipping up and down, you cannot explain it. Think about rebalancing your gut. It could be that those energy drop is coming in because your gut is not balanced. The other thing is your gas, the amount of gas and bloating that you are having. If you are extremely gaseous and your gas is not something to write home about, then if you're extremely bloated, especially if you have this mummy pouch or pouch that cannot seem to go away, maybe your gut health is needing some attention. Also, if you are not having regular and comfortable bowel movements, you're constipated, you diarrheaing, or you are just not regular, right? It is all coming from the gut. A lot of that has to do with stress. Of course, you know that when you're stressed, your body can actually start diarrheaing. But if you're stressed, you can also be constipated. So if you are not having regular, comfortable bowel movements, then you kind of want to check your gut health. Also, mental clarity. If you feel fogged a lot, you cannot quite remember things, you are just overwhelmed. Usually you're stressed and your gut health is really needing help. So think about that. If you also are having unhealthy reactions to food and a lot of allergy, just irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, diarrhea, heartburn, bloating, fatigue, skin problems, mental health, these are all signs that your gut is struggling and asking for your attention. So, Ah, we are 2 minutes to the end, 1 minute to the end. But before we go, remember that we have a free ebook that is my gift to you. Please click the link that you see on the chat, but the link is also right up on your screen. It is our gift to you for your time and for spending a time listening. Please remember your gut health is absolutely important for your overall well being. So please take a few minutes every day to take care of your health. And before you go, what one gut tip are you taking away with you today? Please drop it in the chat. My free gift to you all is the free ebook. Click the link, get the book, and dive deeper into some of the very simple tips that you can use to ensure that your gut is healthy. Now, final thoughts. Our gut controls more than we think. Our gut controls our energy, it controls our mood, our brain, our skin, our immune system. It is things that we cannot overlook. And because trillions and trillions of living organisms live in our gut, we have to regularly maintain our gut and eat the right food, the right supplementation, the right prebiotics and probiotics, and reduce stress to make sure that our gut is healthy. A few changes that you make in your diet and in your lifestyle can go a long way. You don't have to do a whole lot to balance your gut. We already gave a lot of tips in this webinar, and we have even more tips in our free ebook. So click that link and get your free ebook and learn a little bit more about how your gut health impacts your overall health. Finally, take care of your gut and take care of you. And that is it for our webinar. Thank you all for joining us on this amazing Friday. Remember to get your free ebook, and please go ahead and follow us, like us, comment. Let us know that you watched this webinar. Let us know what you think. Follow us and like us, and don't forget to get your free ebook with the link that we have showed there. So, thank you all for joining me, and have a lovely rest of your day and a fantastic weekend. Bye, everyone.